Back with another video. This one's not really going to be a very happy video. Um, Basically, I've been meaning to talk about this subject for a long time now. Um, and I figured what better way to do it than to talk to you guys, my subscribers, um, to talk to you guys, my 1377 Army. Um, so basically, I need to open up to you guys and say, and tell the story. Um, I've been depressed off and on for a while now. Um, I can't sleep hardly. And some people don't know this about me, some people do, that I have a little bit of an eating disorder. Um, it's not the kind of eating disorder to where when you get upset, it's not the kind of eating disorder where you don't eat. My eating disorder is when I get upset, I eat. But not just that, I eat a massive amount in one setting and then go back for more. And basically what it is, you would think I'd be over it by now, but I'll just come out and say it. For 2 years, for 2 long years, 2 years and 2.5 months to be exact, 26 and a half months, I was with this girl. We met January of 2016 at my local eye doctor. And I was waiting on my doctor to call me back to get looked at. She was too. I was sitting there waiting. I was about to fall asleep because I was so tired, and I also had a hangover because back then I drank heavily, and the night before I got completely wasted. I got completely wasted the night before. So basically, what happened? She's sitting next to me. She looks at me and says, "Excuse me, sir. Uh, I hope I'm not bothering you." I said, "No, go ahead, talk to me. I'm just sitting here bored, about to go sleep." So she looks at me and says, "Well, I'm just going to come out and say it. You're a handsome guy." And I told her, I said, "That's probably why you're here." She said, "Why is that?" I said, "You need to get your eyes checked." Really a pretty corny joke, but not really that funny, but to each his own. To each his own. Anyway, we started talking that day. We started dating that day too. Um, we were together from January of 2016 up until March of this year. Like mid-March of this year, 2018. So you might think, well, you were together that long. What happened? What caused you guys to not be together anymore? Well, I'm about to explain that. We had our good times. We had our bad times. We did. There was a point where I had left for a little while back in like late 2016, but I came back. So, what happened to cause me and her to not be together now and will cause us to never be together ever again? Here's what happened. It was my birthday, October 31st, Halloween Day, my birthday. She decides to cheat on me. You would think, well, you left her, right? Because nobody deserves to be cheated on. Not me. I was stupid enough to stick around. Because I thought in my head that I loved her. And I was willing to work past it. Even if it was at the expense of my own pain. I never forgot it. But I forgave her for it. January comes. We get engaged at Applebee's. A lot of you know that I had a video on this channel. It was the first video I ever put on this channel. Called My Applebee's Proposal. I've since removed it. Because I wanted to remove all traces of her from my life. So, next month, February, Valentine's Day. We have a date at a local Mexican restaurant called Sazon's. So, we go there. She's got problems with her jaw. Like her jaw is like swelling, like really bad. Come to find out it was her lip nodes. So later that night, she gets put in the hospital. The next day, I come to stay with her at the hospital. And I stayed there for days with her at the hospital until she got out. I stayed right by her side. If she needed anything, I got up and got it for her. If she needed to be tucked in or something, I tucked her in. She wanted me to lay in the hospital bed with her, I laid in the hospital bed with her. I stayed right by her side. I never left her side, not once. A week, maybe a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks after she gets out of the hospital, she cheats on me again. Then a week after that, maybe a week, it was about mid-March, she leaves me for the guy that she cheated on me with. I was nothing but good to her. I treated her like royalty. If I was ever busy doing something, whenever she would call me, text me, FaceTime me, no matter what it was, she tried to get in contact with me. No matter what I was doing, whether it was important or not, I stopped whatever I was doing just to talk to her. Just to talk to her. She tried to say that I was a control freak. Well, she was all the time around other people. Meanwhile, I'm living in this apartment with nobody but Halloween. My little puppy. My little buddy. So she would say I was a control freak because she said I was telling her, oh, you can't hang around with this person, or you can't hang around with that person. I never once told her she couldn't hang around with anybody. I told her what she done was up to her, not me. I don't control what she does. She does what she wants to, is what I told her. If anything, she would get mad if I talked to anybody. So really, you guys, who's the one that's a control freak here? Seriously, who's the control freak here? So, I wanted to not have any problems anymore. I thought we could be friends. This is the part that's gonna hurt right here. Okay. We had agreed to be friends. Then she ends up blocking me. She calls me then from her house phone to my cell phone and says, at least I'm not with a control freak anymore who's, excuse my language, I know I'm not supposed to cuss on YouTube, and I'm sorry for saying this. I'm sorry, YouTube, but I gotta say it. Excuse my language, but she said, at least I'm not with a control freak anymore whose bitch of a mother is dead. And he can't accept the fact that she ain't coming back. Okay. Excuse my language again, YouTube, but were my exact words that I told her. I said, look here, I've got no time in my life for a no good, two-timing, cheating, piece of shit, bitchy cunt, whore. I'd say maybe a couple weeks go by. Apparently she had unblocked me, messaged me. So I told her, I said, I done told you, when he leaves you, don't bother coming running back to me because it will never happen again. She said, I just want to be friends. So being one to not want any problems, being one that's too nice, I'm too nice of a person. I fall for shit. I fall for stuff all the time. I fall for it every time. I decided to give her a chance and be her friend. Not dating, just being friends only. And I told her, I said, this is your last chance. You do anything to mess this up, I will never talk to you ever again. Never. So, it didn't even last a day. I couldn't get over everything that she had done to me. From the 2 years of verbal abuse, the 2 years of her not being appreciative of anything I ever did for her. And her saying that about my dead mother. Her saying that about my dead mother, who's not around to defend herself. So I told her, I said, look, I can't even be friends with you now. I said, I can't even stand to talk to you right now. I said, we need to part ways. And we need to part ways now. She said, I thought you said you was going to always be there for me. I said, yeah. And I thought you said you was always going to be there for me until you turned around and stuck a knife in my heart and twisted the blade. And I said, don't even bother trying to say that you didn't do anything, because you know what you did. You know all the pain you caused me. I was nothing but good to her. And she goes and does that to me. So guys, that's what happened. That's the story. And now that I've opened up about it, I feel a lot better now. I feel a lot better. So, on that note, guys, like this video if you like it. Give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. If I can get to 15 subscribers, I'm going to do a challenge. Don't really know what challenge I'm going to do yet. But if I can get to 15 subscribers, I'm going to do a challenge. And as always, welcome to the 1377 era.